use is found in Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Act and functions to limit the exclusive rights of the copyright owner. Federal law states fair use requires no permission from the copyright owner to use the work and is not an infringement of copyright, and provides a number of illustrative examples of potential fair use, including criticism.
Don't kick the tripod. Try not to kick the tripod. Oh. My guest is on the floor, so I can't. My guest is on the floor, so I can't show you. He's at my feet, but he's here. Ah, what the hell? I don't know how to. Anyway, I'll try to set that up later. Hey, y'all. Let me see if my camera's good. Good enough, right? Oh, good enough for government work. My name is No Shoe. This is No Shoe is Live. Thank you so much for being here. Whenever you're watching, I am known to myself and my dog, because we're the only ones who hear this program. I am known to say that no one's watching this, and no viewers, no subscribers, no shares, and it's the truth. But one day y'all gonna come across this series, and you're gonna be like, huh, No Shoe, that's a thing, huh, let me show my friends. But not today. So I will take this opportunity to talk about something a little serious, but not crazy serious, but it has a tinge of, you know, melancholy to it. So if you're triggered by that kind of thing, don't watch this one. Do come back tomorrow. I do ask that you come back tomorrow. Subscribe so you can get that, and then hit the notification button so that you'll know when I go live. I go live 5 minutes before I actually start the program. But if you have like a little melancholy going on and you don't need any kind of triggers or whatever, I understand. I really don't. That's for y'all millennials. Y'all are safe spaces and stuff like that. When I was growing up, we didn't have any warnings. Things just came at you like that. There was no warning, man. So, but I'm trying my best to be respectful to those. I don't believe in it. You know, you got to live in this life, so you need to be in the soup of all the nonsense that's going on. But that's just my personal belief. But anyway, please come back tomorrow if you don't want to hang out for this one. All right, I'm going to change the music so I can get in the mood of, well, it's not, it's, I usually have only the same two songs, that one and this one. All right, but I think this one is more appropriate based on what I wanted to talk to y'all about. So, the name of this episode is Where Is My Mind? And, you know, just like a lot of you all, my brain don't work good a lot. I mean, my brain is first of all, it's a masterpiece from the old gods and the new. I was a member of Mensa. I'm not anymore because I don't want to pay the dues, but I was. No big deal. But the only reason I say that is just so you know that my brain does work well on a certain level, and then it works like dog shit on another level. But, so, this episode is Where's My Mind? And I was going to do something lighthearted, you know, like show like some kind of a video with a mind game, or like a, what do you call them? Like something that confuses your brain when you look at it, like not an optical illusion, but something like that. I was going to do something light like that. Like I try to not contradict the title, but not just be spot on the nose of what the title is. So I was online, I was looking at what kind of video would be nice to complement this, you know, this idea of where my mind is. Where is my mind? And while I was looking, I noticed that I like to sleep out on the sofa sometimes. So I got my quilts and stuff out there, and I noticed that they were soaking wet. And I'm like, did Kobe, he's so old that he sometimes pees while he's sleeping. But I don't let him up on the sofa to sleep. He comes up here when he's awake and he's hanging with me. But So it was soaking wet, and I was like, what the hell is going on here? And I look up and I see that my ceiling is leaking. So if you've seen any of the previous videos, you'll know that I went through a week of not having any water, not even to flush a toilet, not even to run in the sink. It was frozen because of this cold thing we went through here in the east coast of the United States. In addition to that, I didn't have heat because the central heating wasn't working. I bought space heater to keep my boy warm, but anyway, so I was without that for a week, and I dealt with it until it was done. So today, when I realized that I have a leak, and this is the 4th leak that I've had in the last year, my brain snapped because I didn't want to talk to the people responsible for this again about the same thing. Now, some of you might think think I'm gonna make a big deal out of this, but I'm just telling you the way my brain works. I was so angry, I was so frustrated, and I was so angry at the prospect of talking to them again. It's not even the repair, it's talking to the same people about the same thing over and over, and they do like a patchwork piece of shit job of repairing to just satisfy you temporarily, and they just keep doing that and keep doing that. And I felt like they've been up on that roof 4 times since I moved into this place, and they still can't keep it from leaking. And it leaked right onto my bedding on my sofa where I sleep sometimes. So I was pissed. How pissed was I? A lot of y'all won't understand this. I was so pissed that I suffer from anxiety and all that. I suffer, No, I'm not one of those people who, HD, HPH, that kind of thing. I don't even know how HD TV. I got HD TV and I can't focus. But I got, in addition to being a brilliant mind, mental level, there's a lot of holes in my brain that prevent me from being the best that I can be. And I was spoken about that a little bit, how weak my spirit is. Sometimes I'm smart on some things, I'm dumb on a lot of things. My spirit is weak. I can be running, I can be in stride, accomplishing this thing, and then one little thing gets in the way and it throws me off my game. Now, the people who perform at the highest level, they don't let those things throw them off their game. That's why they're at the highest level of whatever they do. And that's why I'm a piece of shit and why I suck so much. So that leak and my bedding being wet pissed me off, and it threw me off the game of what I was trying to come up with, something lighthearted about. This is going to end well, I guarantee you. You're going to like the ending. Just hang with me on this, please. So that leak and my bedding being wet pissed me off, and I'm going to have to wash that stuff. My sofa's wet. I got to clean that, all for a problem that I've been complaining about so much, and that I've been told on multiple occasions that is fixed. So what did my weak-spirited ass think? This is not a reality. This is not what this is not what I thought I would do, but this is the actual idea that came in my head. It came into my head that I understand why some people don't hang out, don't stay around, like a Kurt Cobain or those guys. I'm not comparing myself to them, but I don't want to say the word because YouTube is going to throw me off. But like whatever happened to Kurt Cobain, or that dude from Linkin Park, or I understand it. And so stupid. My bedding is wet, and my brain goes all the way to I can understand why Kurt Cobain did what he did. It made me realize at least I'm aware. My spirit is weak, but at least I'm aware. And not that I can laugh about it, but because I know it's a stupid ass thought, I can bring myself back from the ledge. And do you know what happened when I brought myself back from the ledge on this particular situation while I was trying to come up with the idea for this episode? You know what what idea I ended up with? You're not going to believe this. Well, you might believe. Who cares? Nobody knows me. You can believe anything. I decided while I was sitting there, and this is the progression of the thought. It went from thinking of the idea for the show to realizing that I have a leak again, and I got to deal with those fuckers over there, and my bedding is all messed up, so I'm not going to be able to sleep on that tonight unless I go and get his. To realizing how weird of how that I can understand why Kurt Cobain did what he did. You see how I went from that to how I could see how Kurt Cobain did what he did? It's a weakness in my brain. And I know some of y'all feel this too. But we got to be aware of it so we don't go that route and we go the route that I'm about to tell you about. So I came to the understanding that that's so stupid, No Shoe. There's a leak in your ceiling, and now you can understand why Kurt Cobain did what he did. Some people understand how I made the connection. Most will not. However, once I got to that point and I said, "You've made that leap," then you know what I thought. This is weird. I don't know where it came from, but I thought, I haven't dated anybody in a long time, like in years, since I haven't been in a relationship since 2013, February of 2013, to be exact. And I haven't been on a date or anything, had any interaction since then, because I'm trying to take care of a business, not business like this, but like my life, like my mind and my brain, and this one, my boy down here, and I don't have time for that. But you know what I decided once I got out of that cloud of nonsense? I think I'm gonna date this year. And I'm near a university, a major university, and I like my girls young, if you know what I'm. Not that young. Do not go there. Do not even joke with that. When I say I like my girls young, when I say girls, I mean female, I mean women. But I'm just using it as a thing. I'm hoping it's not. Come on. First of all, if you're that sensitive, I'm not gonna want to date you anyway, and you're not gonna want to date me. I'm gonna call a woman a girl when I say she's my girl. I'm gonna say that, and only girls or women who understand that that's a term of endearment and not a term of trying to put you down. Those are the only ones I'm gonna want to be with anyway. So anyway, I decided I'm gonna date this year. So I've got to do this show live every day. I'm not gonna be able to date anybody until this show is over. And this show, this season, and it may be the first season or maybe the only season, but this show goes every day live. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, every day until May 18th. That's a Friday, May 18th. That's going to be the last show of this season. And then I was thinking, I think I want to date. I want to have the feeling of smelling a girl's perfume again in her hair, you know, or having eye contact where they look in your eyes and you look in their eyes and there's a conversation just in your eyes that you can feel in your heart. I kind of pushed those ideas off for a long time, but I decided, since I understood why Kurt Cobain did what he did, and I understood that only based on my ceiling leaking, I realized I need to do something kind of big. So at the end of this season, which is May 18th, please subscribe, share, watch. For me, let's try to make, would you all help make this a successful thing for me, so I can at least like somehow build up my self-esteem a little bit? And then, I mean, I don't have a problem with girls. I don't need this for girls because I understand how women work. Not how they. I understand women are just like everybody else. They just like real stuff. They want honesty. They don't want games. At least the ones that I'm interested in. They don't want games. They don't want some little bitch ass who can't be a man, and allow them to be women, and allow them to be smart, and allow them to, And when you say allow, it's not allowing. It's not like you're giving permission. When I mean, I can't think of a better word for allow. Please forgive my vocabulary. But when you get out of the way and let people do what they're gonna do, that's what I want. Because I'm gonna do what I want to do with the rest of this so-called life. So I want to be with somebody who wants to be like that too. So coming from what, you see how that pendulum swung for me, from thinking that to thinking this, and all of a sudden I'm optimistic. I feel like, I mean, I've had people who have been, girls who've been interested in me over the last couple of years, but I've not been interested because, like everybody, my mind, I'm not wasting my time just, I mean, I'm not trying to get in no relationship, but I'm not wasting my time with people that I don't know what I'm saying, because I know that's gonna offend someone. Fuck it. I'm not gonna keep time, you know, editing and censoring myself, because this new generation are so sensitive. Man, I'm sensitive too, but I gotta deal with it. You know, I don't have any safe space. I don't have, I'm not guarded against driving and someone yelling the N-word at me while I'm driving for no reason. Where's my safe space? Nobody has a safe space. So how do you demand a safe space? You have to create your own safe space in your head, and that's what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna stop editing myself, and I think y'all will appreciate that more too, because then these videos won't be as long, and I won't be repeating the same thing over and over, and I won't be getting into an argument with myself about the words that I'm using. I'm so tired of that. So anyway, I decided, let's go with some big music. Let's go with some big music. I think I'm back. It's 2018 and No Shoe is gonna date. All right, I'm gonna tell. Some of y'all are gonna be hitting me up. I'm gonna tell you what my type is right now, so some of you don't have to waste your time. Not waste your time. Like, who I think I'm a catch? Yeah, I am a catch. All right, here's my criteria. I like my girls young, but not that young. When I say young, I mean legal in whatever state you're in, whatever the age of consent is, above that age. Just joking. You can't even joke about this stuff. People lose their mind. As far as dating, mid-20s to late 20s, early 30s. Kind of relationshipy, 30s and up. I like the smell of like college girls. That sounds so. I gotta go. This is what is the smell of college girls? Do girls who are in college smell differently than girls who are not in college? I don't know what I'm. Please don't subscribe to the based on. Yeah, subscribe based. I'm gonna let y'all go, because if I talk anymore, there might be police officers at my door. I'll be back tomorrow, y'all. Oh, catch this a little bit though. There he is. Thank you so much for watching. If you're easily offended, I'm sorry. I want you to stay, because what I'm gonna talk about is real stuff, and whether you're sensitive or not sensitive, or you get triggered or not triggered, you'll relate to it anyway. So please come back. If you didn't like this one, let's give it another shot tomorrow. In order to find out what time I'm coming on, because I don't know. I know it's going to be sometime tomorrow. But if you subscribe and you hit that notification thing, you'll get the heads up that when I'm going. So thank you so much for watching. I went from the valley and now I'm on the mountaintop, baby. Thank you, old gods in the new. That's where it comes from. If you don't know the old gods in the new, you better get with it, because that's the only way. You're thinking you're doing it yourself, but it's the old gods in the new that are working behind the scenes, making everything happen. You don't have to believe it, but when things happen out of your control, you're like, oh, it's a coincidence. It's just happenstance. All right, you can believe that if you want to, I don't. I believe in the old gods and the new. And they pulled me out of, I just took myself into what would have been a kind of a dark depression. Why would it have been so dark? You just had a leak in your ceiling and you just got your, just deal with it, suck it up. Some people's brains don't work. I gotta go, this is too much. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Bye.